Mutahar told me he can't wait till I die of cancer. Well, Mutahar, guess what? You're gonna have to wait, son. Tremendous pain! I'm in tremendous pain! Help me! Help me!
Can you see that? Look at him.
I'll whisper it.
Diet Mountain, you go to the store, you spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to hurt yourself. You know cutting is way cheaper, right?
Like, this is true, and you lied about cancer. This is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
I begged you!
You crushed it.
I begged you! I begged you!
Yep, it's done.
Holy shit!
Boogie2988 doesn't need much of an introduction, so I'll keep this brief. He's an OG YouTuber who started off being held as a Mr. Rogers of YouTube, but would slowly, over time, become a lactating lol cow. There's so many instances of him messing up, and as a result, he hemorrhages subscribers that it's not worth going down the list. On top of that, he's lost all his money gambling in the crypto market, so now he's dead broke. The TLDR is that Boogie is a narcissist, he's emotionally manipulative, he's a pathological liar, he has arrested development, and he is retarded. He went from successful millionaire YouTuber, potentially, to having a high sub, low engagement channel that doesn't generate enough revenue for him to pay the bills. Also, he spends all of his money on cheeseburgers and children's toys. To be fair, Boogie claims to have had a monumentally messed up childhood, claiming him and his two siblings had been sexually and physically abused by their parents, which he uses as the reason why his character is so messed up as an adult. Keemstar created a podcast called Lolcow Live, which features Boogie, Tommy C, and Wings of Redemption. It also has a fourth rotating host, which is either Keem himself, Turkey Tom, Nicholas Diorio, or some ordinary gamers, aka Mutahar. Is it Mutahar or Mutahar? I don't know. I hear people pronounce it both. Whatever. Listen, I like Mutahar. It's Mutahar, okay? There's two important dates that we need to cover before we get into the meat of what happened. On November the 15th, 2022, Boogie drops a video on his channel announcing that he has cancer.
Well, you remember about 3 weeks back, I said that I likely could potentially have a form of cancer? Turns out I got a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera.
The other is on October the 31st, 2023, where Mike Klum releases The Dark Side of Boogie2988, Vertical Baugh official documentary. This was meant to be a platform for him to be a sympathy vampire, but ended up just being a showcase in how retarded, broke, and narcissistic he truly is. So that covers all the preamble, which leads us into June 26, 2024, the meat of where this all starts. On this day, he drops a video called FADDY, a 3-minute and 30-second announcement of his new crypto coin that felt like it had a runtime of a back-to-back Barbenheimer sesh. The whole thing was an Andrew Tate parody, but unfortunately, he forgot to parody Andrew Tate's sense of humor.
A man must build an empire to have any true worth. Haram! That is her.
Right at the end of the video, he makes a mention of FADDY, his new meme coin, which he was paid $10,000 to promote.
And the occasional meme coin. FADDY for life.
The grift with this meme coin is that if you buy any amount of it, you'll gain access to like a private Discord. You also get discounts on his merch. What else was there? You get early access to his videos, etc., etc. Essentially, what he was doing was try to make like a replacement for Patreon through the purchase of this meme coin. And this wasn't supposed to be a short-term thing either. It was supposed to be like a long-term community that he's trying to build. The coin launched on a platform called Pump.Fun, indicating that it was clearly going to be a pump and dump scheme. Keep in mind, Boogie lost all of his money in crypto, so I don't believe him when he says he had no idea this would be a scam. Like all meme coins, his audience got rug pulled, with the value of the coin cratering by 90% within hours. This happens because a handful of people buy the coin before it's launched, waited for it to be released, and then immediately sold everything. This maneuver is called a rug pull. It happens all the time. CoffeeZilla made a career out of exposing people that do this. Speaking of which, the same day of the rug pull was initiated, CoffeeZilla called Boogie and posted the video on his secondary channel called Voidzilla. Right off the bat, we get a classic Boogie maneuver: deny, deny, deny.
Boogie, it looks like you launched a crypto token that is a scam, a pump and dump. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I don't think it's a pump and dump. It is a meme coin.
It's literally from a thing called Pump.Fun. What are you talking about?
Coffee tries to explain the fundamentals of promoting financial products, and Boogie denies, denies, denies.
You are asking people to invest in a financial product, not just a community, right? You understand that. This is not like, hey, pay $1 and you get access to my community. People think that they're going to make money. That is why there's $3 million of trading volume on this little coin that you just promoted?
Well, I told them they won't make money. I literally told you you'll go broke buying this coin.
There's literally no way you believe you're going to get paid $10,000 for something, and those people aren't expecting a greater return on their investment. This is how meme coins work.
Their money back, but I mean, there are plenty of companies that I've worked with that are just there to get their name out, and they're glad to make their money back or even spend money to get name recognition. I can name a dozen.
These people are spending money to get pump.fun meme coin name recognition?
I presume.
He even tries to use his cancer as a way to justify him scamming his fans.
I'm literally just fighting for my life over here, and a lot of that involves staying home, spending my money where it needs to be spent, and trying to just not stress myself out to make my polycythemia vera any worse.
Boogie refuses to refund the $10K he was paid or cash out the 2% of the tokens that he owns to try and refund his audience.
If I'm being genuine with you, and I do want to be genuine with you and the rest of the internet, I'm in pretty dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer.
He then tries to use his Jedi mind talk powers or mind control power, whatever it's called. He tries to flip the entire debacle into a positive. But Coffee sees right through his moral grandstanding.
My intention was to be a spectacle, as I've always chosen to be on YouTube, for people to look and laugh and realize that I'm the fat, dumb idiot that lost his money in crypto, to drive home the point that crypto is not a smart or safe investment, and you have to be very careful with your money. I said that in the video. I've said that on the Telegram. I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again here. And I genuinely do not think anybody would think...
This isn't some grand point. You're just making 10K. This is just you making 10K.
I think you can do both. I think
Coffee then tries once again to get him to refund everything. He says no, referencing his cancer treatment as why he's not going to do it another time.
Okay. Thanks, Boogie. I appreciate it. I hope you get better. I hope you get better with your sickness. And
yeah, it's cancer, man. People don't generally get better.
The next day, on June 27th, 2024, on his podcast Lolcow Live, Boogie, alongside Tommy C and Wings, interview the two developers behind the meme coin. Less than 2 minutes into the podcast, Boogie immediately tries to deflect the blame. His argument is that people who bought the coin are already rich, which is a checkable thing. This is all public information, but his dumbass definitely didn't do any of that.
You know who bought it, Tommy?
What?
If you look at the wallets, there's not a single person who bought downloaded Coinbase, created a brand new wallet that day specifically to buy this. It is a bunch of multi-millionaire crypto bros. Some of these wallets are holding millions. Came in and lost 0.001% of their holding. Why do I give a shit? I don't.
Because you ripped off your own fans, you
I told them not to buy it. How's that a ripoff?
He also argues that he clearly tells people in the video not to buy it, which is another argument that holds no weight, no pun intended. Boogie, you're in character. You're doing a comedic parody despite being devoid of all comedy. So if you're saying, like, don't believe, if the whole premise of it is, I'm lying to you, but I'm joking about it, how are people supposed to know when you say, don't buy it, I'm scamming you? Like, how are they supposed to know you're lying then, or is it not just part of the character and part of like the meme? Like, how are you expecting? I don't even know why I'm asking him this, because this isn't something he even thought about, but how are people supposed to know the difference? You can't be asked to not be taken seriously, but then when you get pressed on something, be like, well, actually, no, you were supposed to take me seriously in this one specific sentence that I made during the video and a couple tweets that I may have put out. This is clearly Boogie doing the classic Boogie backpedal, or the BBP. The argument from the devs is that the coin was day traded into oblivion, which is the nature of the site it was launched on, pump.fun, but also go on to say that they want to have a long-term investment with Boogie's fan base, which are two completely contradicting statements. Like, if you know that the coin's gonna have a short lifespan because you release it on that platform, why would you release it on that platform if you have long-term plans? None of that made any sense at all. Also, look at them. Do you trust them? Be honest here. Boogie then goes on to lie about contacting CoffeeZilla before the launch of the thing, asking him whether or not it's a scam.
I would go to CoffeeZilla and I said, this is a good idea, and because he's the only YouTuber I know that does this stuff, and he said, yo,
I tried.
And stay away from that. Yeah, I know you tried. He told you to stay away from it, and you found 10,000 excuses why you couldn't get out.
Yeah, after it was launched, he told me that. Literally 5 seconds before the video went live, I'm literally pressing live.
You know why?
Like,
because you didn't go to him to begin with. You go him after he started taking heat on Twitter, you dummy.
I don't give a about heat anymore. I don't give a Go ahead and roast me all you fucking want. Mutahar told me he can't wait till I die of cancer. Well, Mutahar, guess what? You're gonna have to fucking wait, son.
And throughout the entire podcast, Boogie claims he doesn't understand the point of him promoting the coin.
What they're mad at you for is you basically took your audience and threw them in the shark-filled waters, and they're going to lose all their money because they're the amateurs here, and they're going to be preyed on by people that do this for a
no
living.
amateurs are going to do it. That's a straw man
Why
argument.
even advertise on your channel then?
No, it isn't.
Because crypto pros would see it. That's the target audience.
So it is a scam. You're just scamming millionaires.
How is it a scam?
I don't know. You're just saying. I don't
They
care.
know what
I don't
they know what
care
they're
if they
getting
get
into.
cheated.
These are crypto bros have been doing it for the last 10 years. They made $20 million doing it. There's no amateurs. You can't create a Coinbase account, send in your ID, get approved, create a wallet, and do it in 90 seconds.
Said, then why would they bring you on?
It's a shit post for multi-millionaire
Bitcoin is a real coin designed to make money. That's horseshit. That I know.
You know how you went broke, Boogie? You know how you went broke? How you just say you went broke all the time?
Yeah.
People are going to go broke because of your video. That's why people are mad.
They can't buy the coin in 90 seconds. You can't create an account.
It's been out for 24 hours. They have time to make accounts.
3 days later, on June 30th, 2024, Boogie releases a video on his Twitter saying that they sold some of the tokens to try and up the value for the people that invested. It didn't. By this point, all the drama and commentary channels across the platform picked up on this, and Boogie was in a full-on scandal. And this leads us into Act 2 of Boogie's downfall. A couple of weeks later, on July the 10th, 2024, after the dust has had a chance to settle, during a new episode of LolCow Live, Keem calls in and adds Destiny to the stream, who wants to call out Boogie.
Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking. No, don't move. You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that. Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
During the time between his crypto scam and him saying he's not giving the money back to pay for his cancer treatment, a narrative grew online where people doubted he even had cancer to begin with, mainly because he lies about everything. This prompted the omni-autistic Destiny to do some digging and realized he probably doesn't actually have cancer. For clarity, Boogie's claim is that he has polycythemia vera, a rare form of blood cancer. We're talking orange or gold loot tier level cancer here, depending on whatever game you're referencing in your head. Mine's Diablo 2. Secondary polycythemia is not cancer. It's elevated red blood cells, which can be caused by low oxygen levels, heart defects, sleep apnea, kidney disease, etc. This version, which Destiny is claiming Boogie has, is not deadly or cancer. Boogie makes the claim that he's going to get a bone marrow biopsy to confirm that he does in fact have the Vera variant, which Destiny is confused by because why is he only getting confirmation 2 years after announcing he has cancer?
Yeah, why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer, that you don't have cancer?
Because 2 years ago...
Destiny goes on to break down all of Boogie's claims as to why he thinks he has Vera. And now Boogie, who is backed into a corner, is refusing to share his medical records to confirm the diagnosis.
What are your medical papers, dude?
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go f yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny, Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die.
You could show it to a private party and they could confirm, somebody like Keemstar. But two, the issue is that if you want to keep your medical issues to yourself, I think everybody is entitled to that right, obviously.
I should have never talked about it to begin with. I should have never talked about it to begin with.
Can you get your patient portal up on your phone and like send it to Tommy?
I'm not going to. Sure,
he's never doing that. He does not have a cancer diagnosis. There's 0% chance he has one. Remember, every leading thing for this cancer diagnosis the doctor talked about has to do with secondary polycythemia.
Oh, except for the hormone markers in my blood. Except we're convenient.
Yeah, but if you had hormone markers for it, that's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later. You just said before that you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy you don't need?
Have you heard of this, Destiny? I just got a bit of a windfall. Might have heard about it.
You may have heard of it. We have. What's a windfall? He did a $10,000 crypto scam, using partly his cancer thing as an excuse for why he needed to scam his fans.
I just wanted. I wanted to. I want to join real quick because you just got caught lying, and now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies on internet history. You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
It's not, but go ahead and print it anyway.
Keemstar tries to give Boogie the out, but now, consumed by his lie, was even refusing his olive branch.
The doctor said that you had this, disease or whatever, the high red cell, and then you Googled it, and it's, oh, this is cancer, and you ran with it, and you made the video, and then you found out, later that you got the form of it that doesn't have cancer, and you can't fucking set the record straight. That's what it sounds like to me.
It sounds like, I gotta be honest.
If that is what happened, then I'm still confused as of right now.
Or we can
Why? Because you're lying.
He's my fucking doctor. Because he's kept me alive for over a decade.
I know you too well. You're lying.
Keep it going.
You are fucking lying. To all of us.
Even though Boogie is offered $25,000, he still refuses to reveal his medical records.
$10,000.
I love Disney World.
It was 5,000.
It's up to 15,000 total.
15 grand? You can do it.
No.
He's going to pay you $15,000 to look like an asshole in front of his entire audience, and you're saying no.
Yep. This is too much, man. I don't know if you guys can understand.
Some ordinary gamers will also put $10,000 towards it.
Make it 100. Make it $1 million.
If you have cancer, if you prove that
this is bullshit. No. You got 25K sitting on the table. There's something going on here.
Yeah, there's something is, man. I'm just exhausted. I'm done.
You just did a crypto scam to make money because you said you're worried about cash. They're offering 25K.
Yeah, I thought
you get to shit on them.
You're lying. It's so obvious. Why? Why would you lie about this?
Because I didn't.
Just tell us the truth. What really happened? Come on.
A little annotation on this. They're not asking him to reveal his entire medical records. They're just asking him to go into his medical portal where it could show just like which ailments he has. So it doesn't really give away any personal information. 5 days later, on July the 15th, 2024, with Boogie all but admitting that he doesn't have cancer, the internet discourse slowly begins to churn into Boogie also lying about his childhood abuse.
No one cares about the cancer. Nobody cares about the cancer.
Okay.
Did you fake your childhood abuse? Everybody wants to know.
Did I fake what?
Did you fake your childhood abuse? That's what everybody wants to know.
No, my brother confirmed it here on the show and confirmed it as well.
During the same podcast, Boogie gets his brother to confirm his diagnosis. Muda, who has joined the party, presses Boogie, who starts to have a mental breakdown.
You know, literally a day ago, my cousin just had her breast cancer come back. Okay,
well, that's
metastasized, by the way. No, let me finish.
I didn't give her cancer.
No, it's not that. This is how much cancer pisses me off. This is how much cancer lies. This is how much cancer lies piss me off. When you are not willing to,
and I'm not
lying. Cancer. And I have to see people die, people who are on their deathbed far younger than you. Yeah, you should be fired. You should be removed off the platform. Hell, you are the worst person I have ever seen on this platform. You are absolutely one of the worst people I have ever seen, dude.
30 years die of breast cancer. That's so.
I don't believe anything that's happening. You're.
My dad died of black lung that led to lung cancer that killed him.
I'm sure he did.
My mom he drowned in his blood. Died in 2001.
I'm sure he did. You can open up about everything else except that.
Danielle Mooney died of breast cancer.
Everything about his life except for one thing that was proven.
She died with a
fucking everything that was
hand. And I would never lie about cancer.
Okay.
And it's
you would never lie about it. You won't even prove it. Oh, I 100% believe you're not just lying about this, but everything else.
1% chance I'm proving a goddamn thing to your dumb fucking ass.
Yelling isn't proving anything. Yelling doesn't prove anything.
I would rather die of cancer with everyone think I'm fucking lying than to prove you're a piece of shit manipulative ass.
Go my manipulative ass. I'm not the one getting manipulated, and he's the one hearing it and failing. Rolling a f***ing critical failure.
Manipulation. I'm telling you that you can believe what you want. Go f*** yourself.
He's rolling a 1 on the f***ing charisma check.
After Boogie has a chance to calm down, he's adamant that he does have cancer, but finally admits that polycythemia vera is not on his medical portal, which is why he didn't want to show it the other day.
But because polycythemia vera is not on there.
like I said, I still need to get the verifying test. I told you this.
So
right, we know this. We know that everybody knows it.
Vera's not on the portal.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
I can send you a bunch of stuff.
You said 4 days ago you were looking at it.
Yeah, 4 days ago you said you were looking at it. So
I told you,
it's
I spent the last 2 years.
It's fine, Boogie. Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this. I have to do the verifying test.
All right.
I can send you blood test. I can give you blood test results.
And you don't have polycythemia vera on the. You don't have it on the portal.
He doesn't have it on on the portal. He tried to look for it.
There are other things that are not on the portal. No, that's why.
None of them wanted to put it in the chart.
That's why it fucking sucks that I'm getting called by all of my favorite creators a liar when I'm not fucking lying.
You lied 1.5 years ago about a diagnosis.
No, I didn't, because he told me. My doctor told me I have cancer. God damn it! It's in my fucking medical charts. My brother's seen it. Where's the lie? My girlfriend sat there while he said it.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Now we got to why we can't see the records. It's fine. Just calm down.
2 days after that, on July 17th, 2024, Keem and Boogie have a one-on-one, with Boogie, who is finally ready to tell the full story. Keem, who is morally torn up by the situation, will make a decision on the podcast of whether or not to fire him from the show, his only source of real income, besides crypto scams.
I have several doctors. We took my blood test. We found elevated red blood cell counts, and then we looked for other markers. We found those markers. They determined that it was certainly polycythemia, potentially polycythemia vera. Plan to always eventually get this bone marrow test, but again, I never wanted to get it done.
To be clear for the audience, what Boogie just said is that his video 2 years ago should have said, I have this disease. It may be the non-cancer type or the cancer type, but they're treating me for the cancer type. That's what the video should have been.
That's what the video exactly should have been.
Also to note, because this does come up later on, Boogie, Wings, Tommy C, and Keem all own 25% of the brand LolCow Live, so part of Boogie's firing would not only be him being removed from the show, but Keemstar buying out his percent of the brand. Boogie tries to offer up some baby steps on his path to redemption.
Do you understand the gravity of how bad this is?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm willing to bend over backwards. I don't, f the show. You kick me off of it, you have to. Obviously, I'm willing to bend over backwards to show everybody how f***ed up this was. In fact, right now, and I have it queued up, ready to go, regardless of whether or not you kick me off of the show, I'm donating $1,000 to St. Jude's. I'm pulling that trigger right now.
Here's another thing I made Boogie do, is I made him mail me the play button. All right, so his 1 million sub play button is being sent to my house. The initial thought in my head is that we'd auction it off. Whatever money we get for it goes to some type of cancer research. We're gonna do a vote based on whether or not Boogie should be fired from LolCow Live. Because I am honest to God, not for entertainment, not for the stream, I am very, very, very conflicted. All right, I've lost loved ones that have died to cancer. This is not something to play with. I cannot even think of a YouTuber that is known by millions of people and is as famous as you are that has faked cancer. And I wish it was just that. Let me finish. I wish it was just that tagline, because then my decision would be easy. I'd be like, you're gone. But we're dealing with someone who may have cancer, who wants to be a victim so bad, who went into this panic state. I know how you did this. And you instantly ran to the internet and said, oh my God, I got this.
Keemstar makes his final decision, also giving an attempt at mapping out his path to redemption.
You're fired. You have to be fired. You are fired. You are fired. You have to be kicked off this show. This is crazy. This is so bad. And I have sympathy for you. I actually do. And I know a lot of people don't. They want you dead. But I do, because I understand how complex this is. And I know that you're not evil. I know you're just, I don't even have a better word for this. You're retarded. You're retarded.
That's the word. That's the word I use.
It's not like you fucking ran and did like a I got cancer scam and ran a GoFundMe when you never had it. Like it's not like you did something like that. We're not talking about evil. All right.
Right.
We're talking about a retard. even though you're fired and you're going to be gone for a while, you should have some type of pathway back. You should have to go through hell, to be honest. This should be one of the punishments if you ever want to come back on this show again. Not a single drop of Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew should ever touch your lips again. That you may have cancer and you're drinking that instead of water, and you're trying to lose weight with the health scares of. So those are just a few things I can think of my top of hell.
Muda and Destiny join the show and press him further about his insane web of lies, and it only gets worse.
I'm just trying.
Wait, hold on. You didn't accidentally.
Wait, how did you accidentally lie?
No, stop. Hold on. You didn't accidentally lie before. You intentionally lied multiple times. You said you had a confirmed cancer diagnosis. You lied about that. You said you were looking at Vera on the document. You lied about that. These were all confirmed lies. You weren't accidentally lying. You were. That's why it's called a lie. You can't accidentally lie. That's just called being wrong. You intentionally lied before.
In the video, told by my doctor that I have polycythemia vera, and we're treating you for polycythemia vera.
He might have uttered those words, maybe. He might. I know. I'm sure he said polycythemia, maybe. He might have even said polycythemia vera. He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's fair. That's true. I had to Google that.
Okay, yes. Which is what we thought.
God.
That's what we thought in the beginning. He probably told you that you have an elevation, everything. You have polycythemia. You
just happened. Your doctor did not tell you you had cancer?
Correct. That's why this was the very first question I asked when I came on your show 3 or 4 days ago, because I knew that
my basal cell carcinoma got referred to as a carcinoma, right? They call it by the name of what it is. They don't break it down in layman's terms. My doctor never did. He just told me what he's treating me for. Polycythemia.
God, dude.
No, but he's treating it for you. You have to be diagnosed. You were diagnosed for it. Now it's like secondary polycythemia. 6 days ago, you're sitting there like, I'm looking at my portal. It says polycythemia vera. I screenshotted it, and I'm not going to send it to any of you guys. And then, like, literally 72 hours later, you're like, oh wow, it's just not there. This is not like an accidental lie. It is a very malicious lie.
No, you're a bad person. You're a horrible, abusive,
fireman in a goddamn Trump office. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't make the choice of. No, I'm sorry.
It would take
so bad.
Smear me. Smear you.
Keep going. Listen, 20 volunteer firemen wouldn't be able to put out the fire that is your life right now, Boogie.
You listen. I might be a piece of shit. My dad, who died of cancer, also was a volunteer fireman, by the way.
Boogie continues to lie about everything throughout the exchange and begins to unravel, building to a full-on Tard meltdown.
Apparently, my opinion is the one that matters at the end of the day here, Boogie. I'm sorry, okay?
Don't worry. Maybe I'll still catch a bullet. I might vote for Trump. Maybe I'll still.
Or maybe you'll shoot at another YouTuber that'll show up at your house. You know, who knows? Maybe someone in your neighborhood will catch a bullet if the wrong person shows up and starts bullying you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you threaten my life and stand on my property, you will get shot.
Anyway,
what does that have to do with anything related to this?
I don't know. He's deflecting.
He brought it up.
He's deflecting. I'm just saying you can't.
He's the one who brought it up.
These are lies that he does want to confront yet. You're lying about all the other stuff you're saying too, and I just caught you in it. You probably lie about almost everything. If we would have a long enough conversation, I could probably.
I'm not even fat. Look at me. I'm not even fat. Everything I say is a lie.
Boogie then tries to go on this rah-rah speech about wanting to off himself in the past and that he is living proof for anyone listening to stick it through. Nobody's buying it.
My God, you were never suicidal. You love yourself way too much to ever kill yourself. Okay, you're way too narcissistic. You would never be suicidal. You'd let the world burn to ashes around you before you even considered hurting yourself any more than. That was too mean, but no, yeah, like. Jesus.
Hey! I don't self-harm. I don't self-harm.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that was what my joke was going to be. I was saying any more than stuffing your mouth full with a cheeseburger. Like, that's what I was going to say. But yeah, if you want to say, yeah.
It is self-harm, mother. That's why people like to do this. It is a form of self-harm, mother. That's why we do it. We do it because something's wrong, dipshit. It's a form of self-harm.
I think what's happening, I think you do it because the food tastes really good and exercise sucks.
And that's one of the worst parts about it. I don't even like the taste of food anymore.
Honestly, bro.
If you don't like the taste of food, why drink diet? Why
did you miss it?
Instead of just drinking water?
Because it's a form of self-harm. Because I'm destroying my
drink
body.
Diet Mountain. You go to the store and you spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to hurt yourself. You know, cutting is way cheaper, right? One razor blade will last you a lifetime.
I used to cut. I don't like it.
I can't taste anything, but I drink aspartame soft drinks.
You're encouraging people to cut their arms. Last I heard, the guy who laughed at Donald Trump's assassination attempt is telling people to cut their arms. Go yourself.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot cheaper than waste money on Diet Dr. Mountain Dew, whatever the fuck.
Fucking arms open. Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 30 seconds.
No.
Holy, the next era of Boogie self-harm.
God.
With the shame and humiliation proving too much, Boogie goes to get a knife, so Keemstar kicks everyone out of the Discord call and ends the podcast for obvious self-harm terms of service reasons.
Cartman's like, I've got golden ticket. He's like, I've got this cancer, bro. Now I can make tons of views, and I can.
Please do not do anything with that knife. No,
Hold on.
No.
No, he wants me to. He told me to, right?
No.
Oh, this is so much better than eating a sandwich.
Right now.
So much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put that away right now.
Piece of shit.
Okay. All right. No.
On July 22nd, 2024, even though Boogie had officially been fired from the show and banished to the shadow realms of the internet for faking cancer and crypto scamming, the internet would continue to dig, bringing new shocking evidence to light.
A new scandal came up about Boogie, which is him lying about his abuse. So I was sent.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, he's allegedly has been saying throughout the years that different stories about his abuse, and they do not match up.
Boogie catches wind of these allegations behind the scenes and started to have a mental breakdown through another YouTuber named Kid Behind the Camera.
And I get a message from Kid Behind the Camera. He goes, yo, Boogie's trying to get a hold of you. And I did see I had a missed call from Boogie. And so I called Kid Behind the Camera. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, Keem, honestly, I don't know. He goes, Boogie called me and he says he wants to call you and I have to be on the phone as a witness. I called Boogie, no answer, whatever, go on with my day. About 10 minutes later, I got a call from Boogie and he's huffing and puffing on the phone. Like he's hyperventilating. And Boogie goes, you are not gonna talk about my sexual abuse on the show. And I go, well, I mean, people are canceling you for this. Don't you want to address it? You are not gonna do it. And he's losing his mind. Within about like 5 minutes of this conversation, I tell Boogie, fine, I won't bring it up, but Wings might bring it up. And then he lost it. He wouldn't let anyone else speak. And he hangs up the phone on me and Mike and starts FaceTiming me. Okay. He starts FaceTiming me. And it got so scary that I hit record and I didn't actually record this part. But what Boogie did on FaceTime to me was so insane. He was screaming and yelling, has a bottle of pills, and I don't know what kind of pills they are, but he's putting them in his mouth, right? And he's acting like he's gonna eat them, and he's punching himself in the head, and then he's grabbing hunks of hair and pulling out. Remember, this is a FaceTime, and I'm screen recording it on my phone, so there's no audio. But can you see that? Look at him.
I want to see this hair pull. I don't see no big splotches of hair.
It didn't happen. I didn't get the hair pull.
You know, if you got on the phone with him about an hour a day, he'd be in such good shape.
At this point, Keem doesn't know what else to do, whether or not the rotund tard was serious enough to go through with the threats of self-harm, so Keemstar calls the police.
I said, I may have to call the cops on Boogie. He just called me with Kid Behind the Camera. He's pulling out his hair, big hunks of hair. He put a shit ton of pills in his mouth. I'm not sure if he swallowed them or not. He's saying he's 100% going to kill himself if he has to answer any questions about his abuse. And I already told him that he wouldn't, and he doesn't believe me. And he kept texting me suicidal shit. I said, that's it. So I called the cops.
Do you actually believe that though? I understand what you're saying. You're saying if I don't believe him, that 10% of him that might happen, what if he does it? I'll have it on my conscience, right?
I did. I called the cops on him and I waited for some time to go by, probably about 10 minutes. I ignored every text, every phone call, right? And I call him and I get on the phone with him and he's on speaker and he's just huffing and I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. His girlfriend is in the background, absolutely terrified. I go, do you hear how scared your girlfriend is? He goes, I don't care. She won't have to live with someone who faked cancer. Boogie, you need to calm down right now because the cops are on their way to your house. I had to call in a wellness check. He goes, oh, thank God you called the cop. I'm going to have the cop shoot me in the head. I'm going to have the cop shoot me in the head, or as soon as that motherfucker walks into my door, I'm going to hit the cop and I'm going to spend 3 days in county jail. At this point in the story, Wings, I'm terrified. Maybe I made the wrong call. Maybe I shouldn't have called the cops. He's going to go attack the cop and get shot in the head. So I'm on speaker and trying to calm him down. And I'm like, just stop yelling and screaming. The cop's going to be here anymore. Calm down, Boogie. And I hear the cop come in, and I'm on speaker with him, and he opens the door. He goes, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Starts screaming at the cop. I literally couldn't take it. I was having such a panic attack listening to this conversation that I literally had to hang up.
Oh, why didn't you record that? That's gold.
Because I'm not thinking this is content. I'm not thinking I need to record this. I'm not thinking any of this stuff. I'm thinking, oh my God, Boogie's about to die and it's all going to be my fault.
You should have been.
There's a 15-minute period of hell where some ordinary gamers, kid behind the camera, and myself cannot get a hold of Boogie, cannot get a hold of Boogie's girlfriend, and we feel like this is dead. And then he shoots me a text. Hey, can you call me later? I didn't have to call him later because he called me. You just scared your girlfriend half to death. She's 21 years old, right? She doesn't have the life experience that you have. And you're telling her, screaming at her, you're going to kill yourself. I tell him, Boogie, you're not coming on the show. All right? I'm not going to have you come on the show. He's doing this baiting thing. I want to die. I want to die. You don't understand. I'm going through crisis. I'm going through crisis right now. I can't deal with this. And you're going to talk about my abuse. I go, Boogie, stop. I've already told you long before the cops got called that I wasn't going to. I go, listen here, you piece of shit. I go, you are off the show. You are not coming on the show. If you're suicidal like you say you are, it would be irresponsible for me to have you on the show. And he was calm as a mother. And he goes, no, I'm good to do the show. I can do the show. I just don't want to talk about the... That's when I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that he was playing me, manipulating me into the point of thinking that this guy might actually die. Exactly, right there. I'm not suicidal as long as you don't talk about that. That's manipulation. So then he starts threatening me. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live on the channel right now. He's threatening me that he's going to go live. And then at one point, he gets so desperate to be in control, he goes, I'm going to go on the channel right now and tell them about how my dad tickled my wiener and how my mother raped me and how my sister raped me. And I said, F you, Boogie. I'll tell you what. I go, you're not going to be on this show ever again. He goes, can you please just give me until tomorrow? Can you please give me till tomorrow? I'll calm down. I'll be a different person tomorrow. I go, maybe, but I fucking doubt it. And I hung up.
Despite being fired and Boogie holding his own life hostage as a way to manipulate his way back onto the show, Keem holds a poll with 70% of the audience asking for Boogie to appear on the show to defend himself against the false abuse allegations. Boogie reappears on the show with Keemstar seeking answers for the insanity that happened the prior day.
I was genuinely suicidal. I don't know what to tell you.
No, you weren't. And you put me in a horrible, horrible spot. I had to call the fucking cops on you.
I know. I was.
Do you know the position you put me in? You weren't, because the minute I tried to say that you couldn't come on the show, then your demeanor completely changed. You were literally just trying to control the conversation so we didn't talk about your abuse. That's all you were trying to do. You were trying to manipulate me.
Okay.
Is that it?
Sure.
Wings and Keem try to convince Boogie to open up about his fake abuse allegations, but Boogie is not being receptive.
I tried to explain to you that I mentally cannot handle that, and I don't know why you won't listen. I cannot do that. I mentally cannot do that. On a good day, I could not do that.
If you're not lying about it, then why does it matter?
Because I don't want to revisit it. It was tough enough the first time. It's a little different when it's Destiny coming in saying, you're a liar. Prove that your dad made you jerk him off. Prove it. Prove something that happened in 1983. Prove it. Prove it. If you don't prove it, it can't happen. If you can't prove it, it didn't happen. I can't do that. I can't prove something that happened in 1983.
But you told me why some of the stories are inconsistent and they don't match up.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell the audience?
I don't want to destroy a human life. Because I don't want to destroy someone's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. I'll destroy mine all day, and my dad is dead, and my mom is dead. I'll talk about those pieces of shit till they're
watch.
Yeah, but Chad and Desi aren't dead.
Still get alive. I will not. We've talked about it. We made an agreement, and I'm not going to do that for internet clout.
Now, here's what I'm trying to talk to you about, Mr. Talk Loud, is you don't want to destroy anybody's life, but what happens when you self-delete yourself and Desi has to witness it or find your fucking big fat carcass?
All these motherfuckers watching right now who jerk their cocks do it.
Boogie, stop. The screaming and yelling isn't helping you, and it isn't.
I'll whisper it.
Listen to me.
Not yet. Let me do my goddamn job. I'll tell you when the time comes.
Yeah, he's got a backup plan that where if we bring up the abuse, they're going to cut the power to his computer. Boogie, why don't you just take the mic and say what you want to say about this whole situation?
I'm so happy. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this show. I hate breathing air. I hate being alive. I'm in so much pain. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand this. I can't stand this. I've ruined my life. I just want to be up here.
All right, Boogie, listen. I need you to actually calm down. No more yelling. I asked you. What I said is you have the mic. Why don't you say what you want to say about the situation?
I want to die. That's what I say over and over and over again. I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me. I'm in so much pain.
All right. Well then, okay. Let's get off the internet. Let's just get off.
What do you want me to talk about instead?
I'm not. This goes back to last night. You're not mentally fit to be on the show. It's irresponsible.
Boogie in private to Keem mentioned that a major reason why he didn't want to talk about the fake abuse allegations is because part of the narrative involves his brother, sister, and an unnamed third party, which might also be a sister. That's unclear. But my assumption is that unnamed third party was another kid who had abused him sexually. But since they were both kids at the time and this unnamed third party was also abused sexually, they didn't really know what they were doing, and Boogie has since forgiven them. I don't know if this is true or not. That's kind of what I was able to piece together from them kind of beating around the bush though. But Boogie did mention that he would address the false abuse allegations surrounding himself and his parents since he was the only victim.
Can't talk about your sister. You said you would talk about your dad and mother all day. So will you address those issues?
Yes, my mother twitted my tipples as part of the abuse, and she twisted my balls and my dick, and she told me that sex was disgusting and awful, and she told me that only disgusting, awful people had it. My dad masturbated in front of me and showed me pornography and asked me if I wanted to join in and encouraged me to touch him, and I did.
Okay, no.
There, can we be done? Can we be done with it? Can we be done with it?
We're done.
I am a piece of shit. I am human garbage.
Do not hit yourself.
Yeah,
or I have
don't
to
hit
hang
yourself,
up.
baby.
Or I have to hang up on you. No self-harm shit at all. In fact, the yelling and screaming is kind of self-harm. You gotta stop. You gotta
Those cheeseburgers, B. Let me do that for a year.
Also worth mentioning, throughout the last couple of streams, Keem has been administering punishments to Boogie in an effort for one day the fans turning around and allowing him to come back to the show. These so far have included not being allowed to go on the internet, aka no streaming or posting videos or social media, so he has no source of income. Also because he was having a mental breakdown and he just needed a break from the internet. He had to donate his YouTube golden play button, which Keem would auction off for charity. This is like his prized possession, by the way. Drinking no Mountain Dew, etc. So this is where Keemstar introduces another idea for a punishment.
For you to come back on this show, I think that you should live stream on this show you going to a tattoo artist and getting a face tattoo of liar on your face. And I'm so serious.
Okay.
You're willing to do that?
I don't care. I'll look up tattoo places right now.
Well, how big of a font does this need to be in?
Wings, I don't like how he responded to that. This should be something that you don't want to do. And you're just like, fine, I'll do it.
I'll just do whatever I'm told. I don't care.
See, I don't like that. Now you make me look like a piece of shit. Wait, stop calling the tattoo place. Oh my God.
You guys fit me in today?
He's going to do it right now?
Okay, what about in the morning? I just need to get the word liar tattooed in my face.
It sounds like a prank call.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow then. Thank you.
And Mudahar joins in to give his 2 cents.
Liar on your face?
Yes, I have to.
Comic Sans, size 72.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
72.
Anything he suggests, I will not do. To be very clear, he's not.
Are you so mad at me? What did I do?
Once Boogie's had a chance to calm down, they begin going over the fake abuse allegations. 3 years ago, somebody on the internet made an image detailing each time over the past few years where Boogie had given contradictory statements about his childhood abuse. This image was originally posted to r/BoogieTruth by a now deleted user. But even using the Wayback Machine, which is a tool used to archive web pages in case they've been altered or removed completely from the internet, was unable to give me a name, so I can't credit the original author. But of course, given the current discourse surrounding Boogie, the image would resurface and help fan the flames on the fake abuse allegations. This image would be the primary resource that Boogie would be responding to on this stream.
In 2018, you said, I mean, to me means penetration. And you just said she never had sex with you.
Well, my mother did not. She was not the person that did that to me.
Was your father? Did your father penetrate you?
It's a third party we won't bring up here.
Okay.
I don't like having this conversation.
Now, this is a very long segment. I can't show clips of every single allegation, but the gist of what his defense for each one of these was, I had repressed memories because I was a child at the time, or I wasn't sure of the dates and I misspoke. Listen, my personal opinion is that Boogie had a traumatic childhood. His brother did corroborate a lot of these allegations on stream a few days prior, like a few weeks before all this even happened. I do think that he's so desperate to play the victim that when he gets pressed on any of these issues, he instantly goes into just saying, he just starts talking, he just starts saying things, and that's where these inconsistencies come from. I believe that he messed up a lot of the finer details surrounding all these abuse stories, but the overarching narrative is true. And if these are true, it actually would explain why his character is the way it is as an adult, like the reason why he needs to constantly sympathy farm or manipulate people. Because he was abused as a kid, he constantly feels like he's on the defensive and does it to like validate himself in a sense. And that's the reason why he lies, he just goes to lying. My personal opinions aside, at the end of the stream when everyone's left except for Boogie and Keemstar, Boogie is asked to read out all the super chats, something they do every show before they go off air. Boogie begins to have a mental breakdown, and his roommate and girlfriend pull the plug on the internet, as mentioned earlier.
Big breaths. You ready? With me.
Leah something says.
Wait.
Let
me get down it! Let me get down it!
I think your mic settings are wrong because we can't hear you. Even that screaming and yelling.
Scam Boogie, make him pay the $3K and now the play button to Medicar! Leave something! Thank you for your donation!
Thank you, Leah something. We appreciate you.
Kid behind the camera, that wings joke landed! Give him the whole 20!
There we go, buddy. They had your back.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to get down. I don't care.
You got
Let me get down it.
You got this, bro.
Shut up.
You're doing good.
Shut the f up. Janelle M says to me it comes down to credibility, as in the Boogie has none. I'm having a hard time giving him any benefit of the doubt. I'm all for listening to all survivors. It's really hard to accept that I'm an advocate, but I can't.
Good volume that time. It landed good.
Matt Sale says, so only people that aren't capable of refusing his testimony are allowed to be discussed. If they are dead, they're fair game. This is why, Dan, I told you I couldn't talk about this, man.
You can do this.
This is why I told you. No, I can't. I told you I couldn't talk about this.
Boogie, you knocked this out of the park.
I begged you not to make me talk about this on the show. I begged you.
You crushed it.
I begged you. I begged you. I begged you, Dan. I begged you.
You crushed it.
You
did very good tonight. Hello? Are you there? Oh my God. His fucking... I think his roommate cut off the power. Oh no. Remember how the fucking roommate and the girlfriend...
And this leads us to July 24th, 2024, 2 days after his previous mental breakdown. Keemstar and Wings will be joined by Boogie for him to face his punishment. Before the other two join, Keemstar gives his thoughts on the whole Boogie situation and him being morally conflicted about the face tattoo.
And I said, Boogie, your punishment should be a tattoo on your face that says liar. And his response was, okay, I'll do it. Like, it just feels like I don't know. He wasn't even fighting it. And it's like, that kind of ruins it then. Is it really a punishment? The audience would say, you know what? I don't forgive him, but all right, he took his punishment, right? Like, I don't forgive him, but he did, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find that middle ground. I'm a problem solver, right? And this show is literally Lolcow Live. I mean, what Boogie did is the whole reason of why the show exists. I was so conflicted about this. But then I started thinking about, like, down the road. How would this moment in history on Lolcow Live be reported on your favorite commentator's YouTube channel? You know those nerds that do video essays? On this day, Boogie2988, like, you know what I mean? Back in 2000, Like, go to back to school with your essay, you weirdo. Anyhow, how are they going to report it? Well, they're not going to put anything in context. They're going to have the one clip of me saying, your punishment should be the tattoo. And then it's going to go right to Boogie getting the tattoo. And I'm like, Boogie is mentally ill. He is. I know him. I think it's pretty clear that this is too far and that we can't do this. And we will come up with a new punishment. So I called Boogie and I told Boogie, hey man, we can't do this. This is actually too far. And Boogie's response is, no, I'm getting the goddamn tattoo. I'm getting the tattoo. You're not going to take this away from me, Keemstar. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I don't know what's going to happen tonight.
Boogie calls into the show to let everyone know what's going on.
I'm somewhere in Arkansas, and they happen to do tattoos where I currently am.
Why are you so
All you need. Here's my thought process, okay? This is the end of it. I ain't doing nothing more. Damn. Okay, no more punishments, no more nothing. We're done today. We're done. I'm done. Either I'm back on the show or I'm not, but I'm done.
God, oh God, are we still doing the face tattoo?
Dan, I need you to do a poll for me. Me and Jordy agreed the hand is the best place. I'll never see it if it's here. But if it's here, I'm gonna see it every time I tweet, every time I post anything. But I don't think the audience is gonna be happy with that. So your alternative is we're gonna do it right here.
Guys,
does the tattoo artist have like an idea of how he's gonna write the word liar?
Yes, I'm taking Mudahar's suggestion, and we're going to do Comic Sans. I wanted Muda to be part of this. But he said Comic Sans, so that's what we're going with. There it is.
Oh my God!
That's it. Number one, this is funny as shit, right? Number two, it's degrading as hell. And I did something bad, and I want to see the end of that, man. I do not want to do this. This is going to allow me to forgive myself. If somebody else out there decides to forgive me too, that's great. But it allows me to just let go of the situation because I'm over it. I don't want to feel like shit anymore about this. You know.
Actually, like that was actually beautiful.
Here's the question: before we turn a tattoo gun on, Keemstar, are you ripping the contract up if he gets his face tattoo?
If he gets that liar that he showed, I will rip up the contract and we will bring Boogie back.
The audience decides on face, obviously, and Boogie, at the suggestion of the tattoo artist, decides to put it on his jawline. The sketch is applied, but it's way too small, so they end up increasing the size. And Boogie, to his credit, actually goes through with it. He gets the face tattoo.
Yay.
Wait, is it done?
Is it?
Is it?
Yep, it's done.
Holy shit!
Oh my God!
And we have 24,000 concurrent viewers. Boogie gets liar tattooed to his face after faking cancer. Oh my God.
I'm done with punishments. I'll come read those donations. It's going to take me a little while to get home because I'm not close, but
I'll see you.
I'm done. I'm done.
I will see you as soon as you get home. See ya, Boogie.
He then immediately rushes to Twitter to post a picture, which is fair enough. Might as well get some likes out of this whole thing. But if you remember, he wasn't allowed to post on social media as part of his punishment. Keem ultimately doesn't care, but does troll him into thinking that he broke the punishment agreement, which I thought was pretty funny.
So listen, I hate to break the news to you like this, but we can't have you back on the show because you broke your rules and you posted to Twitter.
What? I thought we were done. I thought I was allowed to post to Twitter now.
I know, but it had to be official, right? Like,
I thought it was official. I have a face tattoo.
I know, but if you went to like a court of law.
Dude, I'll delete it. I'll delete it right now. No, listen, man. We were done. I told you, with this face tattoo's on me, we're done.
Okay, well, you can keep it up. You can keep it up for now.
I just deleted it.
Okay, we'll see you when you get back.
I'm back on the show, son.
You're. I couldn't even keep a straight face.
And finally, Keemstar rehires Boogie, and all is right in the world.
Boogie, I'm going to make this official. I am going to rip up the contract about your shares.
Handshake deal.
Handshake deal. And you are officially back on Lolcow Live.
So let's go ahead and run this down, because I want Boogie to get full credit. Boogie donated $4,000 to the St. Jude's Hospital for Children. He got a tattoo, a permanent tattoo on his face of the word liar.
Yep.
And he's also very, very sorry.
I have one more happy announcement for you, Boogie. And
Yes, sir?
I actually have a birthday present for you. This play button, which you desperately want back, I'm going to get it back to you.
Thank you.
Under the condition that you weigh 250 pounds or less.
Dude, I have so much loose skin, I'll never be under 250 pounds. You're out of your mind.
How much do you weigh now?
400. I just hit 400 today. I mean, look at this. Hold on. Let me show you what's happening.
No.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at that alone. How many pounds is that chicken wing?
Okay. How about this? All right. Under 300 pounds. You have to hit 299.
Thank you all for watching. If you want to see more of these videos, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. If you don't, I will have no way to pay for my cancer. Oh my God, what am I doing? Face tattoo much?